Metro Home Building Center starting gate in motion here for race 2. Trotters on gate. Let's go upstairs for the call to Vance Cameron.
Mr. Old Home Week. Little Arrow, My Pocket Rocket, Mile Hill Cash. Magian Blazes in harmony. A half a dozen trotting noses moving up to the starting gate here in the second. Top of the stretch. Now approaching a start. And it will be a staggered start here in the second. Little Arrow was on the gate, and he has the lead as they get into the turn. My Pocket Rocket is second to get away third. Magian Blazes at the rail fourth. Mr. Old Home Week has gone off stride. Up in between horses, Mile Hill Cash, and on the outside, In Harmony. Up the backstretch for time one. They go to the opening quarter, led by Little Arrow and Miles Heffernan Sr., Racing from second is My Pocket Rocket. With them third, Magian Blazes. Fourth, that's Mile Hill Cash. Fifth is In Harmony. And in the backfield, Mr. Old Home Week, the trailer, and we're under an inquiry. Second race goes under a judge's inquiry. Retain your tickets, 30 and 3. The opening quarter mile. Little Arrow leading at the 5, racing by the 3/8 pole. That 2-hole ride, that belongs to My Pocket Rocket. Third on the cones is Magian Blazes, tipping out from fourth, Mile Hill Cash. In Harmony fifth, Mr. Old Home Week in the backfield. They're halfway home, led by Little Arrow. Getting that 2-hole ride is My Pocket Rocket. First up on the outside third, Mile Hill Cash, 101 and 2.5 mile. Racing from fifth is In Harmony. And the trailer, Mr. Old Home Week, they go by 5/8. Now they're en route to 3/4. They're continuing to chase Little Arrow. Racing from second, My Pocket Rocket on the outside. Mile Hill Cash third. With them in fourth, that's Magian Blazes. In Harmony, he goes fifth. And trailing sixth, Mr. Old Home Week. 3/4 in 1:32 and 2. They round the top turn for the final time. Down to an 8th left to trot. Little Arrow still there. My Pocket Rocket coming to the outside for the stretch drive. Magian Blazes third. Deep stretch now. Little Arrow. My Pocket Rocket off the pocket trip will win for Kenny Murphy. Second, Little Arrow. Third, Magian Blazes. And the time for the mile in 2:0. 2 and 2.
My Pocket Rocket was a pocket rocket here today. Perfect pocket ride by Kenny Murphy. Tracking along behind the 2, Little Arrow through fractions of 30 and 3, 101 and 2. 3/4, 132 and 2. Heffernan kept backing in, and then he let Little Arrow roll around the last turn and down the stretch, but it wasn't enough as My Pocket Rocket gets up in the final strides to nail it here on the line. Closing quarter and 29 and change for the 3, My Pocket Rocket. Time of the mile, 2:02 and 2. Nice maiden breaking score on this 3-year-old gelding by E.L. Rocket. We'll see them back in the winner's circle next.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a judge's inquiry involving the start. One of those 6 horses did have broken equipment, yet to be identified. But please retain your tickets here in the second race as the racing officials examine the start. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a general refund on number 6 in Harmony for broken equipment prior to the start. All monies wagered on 6 in Harmony in the second, there will be a refund. My Pocket Rocket arriving at the second race winner's circle, trotting big outing 3 by E.L. Rocket from the Northern Bailey Dam, My Daisy Duke, a homebred of Jonathan McDonald from North Wiltshire. Trained by Paul McDonald, Kenny Murphy will guide him to victory and a maiden record of 2-0, 2-2. My Pocket Rocket in the second.